Well, simplifying compliance, that's what everyone is looking from every aspect, whether it's internal organization or external customers. We've been talking about challenges. Let's also look at some solutions. Rohit Razdan, I'll bring you in. 2021, as I mentioned, was a year of unicorns for India, and several companies made their big IPO debuts. As companies grow, ensuring compliances can be a tedious task for startup firms, especially that seldom say have fully structured finance functions. So tell us how solutions from say Clear can help ease the burden of financial compliance.
Hi, Gautam. Thank you, everybody, for being here, for taking me on this panel as well. So I'll just add a few thoughts, and it was interesting to hear everybody speak about. See, fundamentally, as companies go public, right? What's happening is people are considering these companies to be grown-ups, right? There was a some of us remember that whole 2010 to 2015, 2016 kind of a phase where all of these companies were considered to be labs, right? Something was happening there, and you're taking a foreign guy's money and you're playing with it somehow. That's okay, right? I think what is happening now is there is an acknowledgement that there is a teenage or somewhere between a teenage and adulthood, right? That's happening to the overall startup sector. So more and more rules that apply always to rest of the world are now going to be applied to this world as well, maybe gently, maybe over a period of time. But that's what I think these companies are now mentally, they have to start to think like, right? So all the, kind of move fast and break things mentality to kind of move fast and try at least not to break things, right? That mentality has to come in. And that's where I think compliance starts to play a role. Now, for good or for bad, right? The growth of the startups is happening when the, when the government has also said that they're tightening overall rules for the whole industry, right? And B2B, taxes in India, and I'll just take a slightly broader view as well, right? If you see fundamentally, as a growing economy, right? All of us are in some shape or form, right? All the startups that we have are fundamentally built on a country that has to grow, right? I mean, otherwise there's not enough revenue, purchasing power, nothing, right? So that fundamental level growth has to be driven by the government at some level, right? All of us are like, the fifth layer on top, right? Like the basic level of, the roads, power, internet, all of these things, right? Like Mr. Ambani can only do so much. The government has to also do a lot, right? So for that, taxes have to grow, and governments have realized that they have to invest more. In personal taxes, as all of us know, there's not much to go, right? Like personal taxes are tapped out at every single level. You increase any more and you will have I would say a huge, commotion in the country, right? Everybody, in fact, for every budget, they keep saying, lower tax here, right? So therefore, the B2B taxation side is a huge strategic initiative for the government, and they're not going to let it go, whether it is Modi government, whether it is second government, third government, it's not going to go anywhere, right?